Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmitt and this is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we are watching episodes 5 and 6 of Better Call Saul. What did you think of the last two episodes?
Always great. I feel like that was monumental to get an introduction of Tuco and Mike.
Yeah, Tuco, Mike, Nacho, worlds are colliding.
Yeah.
We had lots of confrontation with Chuck and Jimmy. Jimmy can't get out of his own way. Other people are also in his way. It's all just a nightmare, but loving it.
Yes.
So we're ready to just get right into it. We're just too eager to watch.
Yep.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on our Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the episodes. Oh, when is this? He's putting the lights back in his home? Is this before?
Maybe because didn't he rip out the...
Everything electrical?
Yeah, the electrical panel.
And he's got a guest.
I apologize in advance. He's something of an acquired taste.
Oh, how bad can he be?
Oh, Jimmy coming to town?
You do this, and I'll say I have briefs to read, and we'll get rid of them.
Holy shit. Look at this place.
Hey, Jimmy. Thanks for coming.
Little taste of home for you. Had to look all over town to find a place that had it. Violinist. According to Chuck, crazy talented one. Ah.
Yo-Yo Ma came to our wedding.
Wow.
Right on, man.
Married too.
About the wedding, I've been meaning to apologize.
No
I was-
worries. Please. Tell us about your first week at Hamlin McGill.
Oh, 1 weekend.
I want to thank you for having me over. The best meal I've had in a decade.
That was very kind.
Well, you're a wonderful chef. You got a good one, Chuck. I mean, lucky man.
Yeah, where does this go?
Why do they bury lawyers under 20 feet of dirt? Because deep down, they're really good people.
That's a good one.
Q of 60.
Oh, he's doing
You're
it?
on.
Yeah.
Love that one. You like that?
I think she does like it, and she's having a good dinner.
How many lawyers does it take to change a light bulb? One to climb the ladder, one to shake it, and one to sue the ladder company. I'm here all night!
More! Go!
Oh, more.
Wait, I think I know one. What do lawyers and sperm have in common? 1 in 3 million have a chance of becoming a human being.
No.
I love that she's missed his cue every time.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're worried about. Jimmy's great.
What do you call 25 attorneys buried up to their chins in cement? Not enough cement.
What?
That was a good one.
Oh.
Jealous? God. What an opening.
I'm like so bad at the timeline. So I'm like, how long ago was that? Because it's Jimmy's first day in the mailroom. How many years ago was that?
I think he said he was like, well, he still has to do school, and then he tried to pass the bar. I think he said he took it like 3 or 6 times. It had to have been years ago.
Yeah.
Like, I think I found something that could help get you out of there. I'm gonna make things right.
Ann Cusack. Was that Ann Cusack? That was the wife?
I was just thinking that.
I noticed in your office, you threw away a soda can. There's a separate big can in the kitchen for plastic, glass, and aluminum.
Was there anything else?
Yeah, one quick thing. The plaintiff's opposition to the defendant's motion. I have a few notes.
Few notes.
Whoa.
Why is a second year giving notes to a fourth year?
Well, like I said, I know the house style.
House style?
Is this his punishment?
I was just on my way out.
I was thinking we should just get her done now. No time like the present.
Sure. I'm gonna get my favorite pen, and I will see you momentarily.
Is he just gonna ditch?
Think so.
That was definitely his punishment.
Yeah.
Kim, it's 20 to midnight. Are you asking me if you can leave? I'm not your supervisor. Don't stick around on my account.
Get out of here.
You coming, Kim? Just finishing up this last one.
I'm sure. Yeah, I don't think Jimmy's gonna last very long at Davis and Maine if they're gonna have
A babysitter?
a babysitter. Let me guess. Jimmy again?
5 minutes, just give me 5 minutes. Here's how we're gonna handle this travesty of justice.
Wexler versus Hamlin McGill. You want me to sue my own firm?
What?
Chuck is punishing you to get to me.
I mean, that's 100% true.
I told you this would happen, and now I'm paying the price. And I'm most certainly not suing HHM. Even if I won, who would hire me?
Yeah.
Then I quit Davis and Maine. I give him what he wants. He lets up on you.
My knight in shining armor, that is some sacrifice. I dig myself out of this hole. Don't insult my intelligence by saying you are doing any of this for me.
Oof, that was rough.
I save me. Just please go.
He's not wrong about Chuck. Kim's not wrong to be mad.
I know, right? There's so much not wrong, but it still doesn't feel right.
Is he gonna get in trouble for ditching?
Hey, is Aaron in yet?
In your office?
She's been sitting there all night.
God damn, Pixie Ninja. I took a risk yesterday at lunch with some onion rings, and last night...
Are we doing this or not?
You bet.
Can he go a day without breaking the rules or bending them?
Wondering if you've heard that Santa Fe Place is looking for new outside counsel. They should really be considering Hamlin McGill. Must have just been a rumor.
What is she trying to do?
He's just trying to garner business.
Oh, that's right. She has to, like, meet a billing quota or something.
Well, congrats on landing the Honeywell contract. Huge amount of work. You too.
Oof, just a lot of scribbling.
How was your lunch?
Good.
What'd you have?
Turkey wrap.
Down here with all these kids.
Right? Even after the fact that Chuck learned that Kim knew nothing, she's still down there.
She misses you. You think you might come by later?
No, not yet.
Oh,
How bad was it?
Well, I can tell you, the next car I get's gonna have airbags.
oh.
You give Kaylee a kiss for me.
How well?
All right, bye, darling.
Look, what the hell happened to you? I get it. The first rule of Fight Club, right? This is my babysitter, Aaron. Aaron, this is my grandpa, Mike.
Was that the Rocky theme song?
Oh, yeah.
This clerk and I go way back, but she needs a little finessing, so can I handle it?
Yeah, sure.
She's going to step all over him, I feel
Yeah.
like.
I need a summary judgment hearing, hoping for Thursday at 10. Thursday at noon, perhaps? Nope. You're pretty. Will you be my new mommy?
What are you doing?
Of course.
That's a bribe.
It's a gift. What don't you understand about finessing? I apologize for my colleague. She's new.
I'll give you 2:30 Thursday, the 14th.
That's next month.
Wow.
We'll take it.
She's like, I want that fucking...
I'm gonna hit the men's room. The men's room.
Yeah, word on the street is you're over at Davis in Maine now. Bet they gave you a car.
Yeah, they gave me a car.
Okay. Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Much different conversation.
I bet you have a sick office.
It's got a little fireplace.
Fireplace? I killed my mother for a fireplace.
Good seeing you, Bill. Have a great day.
Yeah. Lucky bastard.
Lucky bastard. As he's miserable.
Yeah.
And then he sees where he used to go. He used to chase after that guy, pleading for him.
All right, here we go again.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry about it.
More phone calls, more paperwork, more late nights. Trying so hard.
Yeah.
Getting nowhere.
And the fact that she doesn't even have an office to, like, have all these conversations in.
Yeah. Like, why can't they have more lights in here? Oh, is this someone?
Yeah.
I couldn't be more thrilled. I mean, the firm and I'll tell him right now. I'm sure we can get something on the books tomorrow. Thank you, Paige.
I hope this is a
I
win.
know. I'm so worried that she's going to bring this and then...
Nothing?
Or they're just going to...
Keep her down there?
Yeah. Like, thanks for the connection. Slam.
Kim, this is Kevin Wachtel, our CEO.
Kim Wexler. Great to meet you, Kevin.
And you?
We're thrilled to have you folks here. When I was 7 years old, my very first bank account was at Mesa Verde. I can remember the cover of my first passbook. It was a silhouette of a...
Cowboy.
Cowboy on horseback.
All right.
We have a little presentation for you in our conference room and a soy mocha latte with your name on it.
Oh, this one. She's a keeper.
Shall we?
Let's do it.
Good. She finally has someone on her side.
Pleasure to meet you.
Fantastic. I'll see you soon.
Thanks for setting this up. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
I'll circle back with Paige, get the ball rolling. Start talking strategy.
I'll put Francis on that. You've got enough on your plate in doc review.
Oh, there it is.
What a shot.
That would make me lose my mind.
I would have been sobbing.
Yeah, right? Just broke down right there. Like, what do you want me to do?
I hear clinking. Does that mean we have something to celebrate?
Got a juicy one for you.
Mesa Verde.
On retainer.
Oh, even better.
They're celebrating it, and it was all Kim who brought it in.
Kim Wexler brought them in.
Okay. Is he just fishing for approval to bring Kim back up?
Maybe.
She's out of the doghouse, I assume.
We'll see.
No. That's interesting.
2, maybe 3 regulatory commissions will be dealing with months of work for HHM.
And
ooh, Howard's pissed. I for sure thought this was more on Chuck than Howard.
Same. We're getting a development.
She's still in there?
I'm sure she is.
Oh, no, it's Chuck. No?
Yeah, I guess they were shutting the lights off for Chuck? No, but this is not a Chuck car. Oh, what the fuck?
Who's driving?
Oh, the assistant or whatever.
Yeah.
Good morning, Miss McGill.
Good morning. I was 100% dead set on the fact that Chuck was like in the ear of Howard to be like, punish Kim, punish Kim, punish Kim.
Yeah. Someone doesn't know he's there.
Oh. Kim.
You're in early?
More like late.
Still here.
How about some coffee?
No, thank you.
Would you mind making me some?
Still such a shithead.
No sugar, just a splash of soy milk. I think we have it.
She's a lawyer.
Make 2 cups.
She said no.
Do I have a future at this firm?
My brother left you holding the bag. If it makes you feel any better, you're not the first person to go out on a limb for him. I made the same mistake. Now Howard has. And he blames you. Damn mess. Jimmy ever tell you anything about our father? He was the personification of good. He ran a little corner store in Cicero. His dream was to be his own boss. But Dad was not the world's greatest businessman, and eventually he ran into money troubles. I discovered $14,000 was just gone.
Huh.
Turns out Jimmy had pilfered it in dribs and drabs, took it out of the till. My dad wouldn't hear it. Not his Jimmy. He ended up having to sell. 6 months later, he was dead.
Oh, man. I wonder if there's more to that $14,000 story.
My brother is not a bad person. It's just he can't help himself, and everyone's left picking up the pieces.
Man. I wonder if he had issues with Jimmy before that, or if that was just all of it and forever the reason.
I'll talk to Howard. You're being wasted down in doc review. Good job with Mesa Verde.
Damn, this was like a turning point for me with Chuck.
Yeah.
If Kim actually gets out of doc review, I'll believe more.
Yes.
And it's not just bullshit coming out of Chuck's mouth. It looks a lot better.
Who's this?
Mind if I join you?
Oh.
It's wheelchair guy, but not, right?
No.
Yes.
Oh, it is.
I can tell by the voice.
Did a number on you. The young man who did that to you is my nephew. He should go to jail. But not for 8 years. Much less.
How much less? And how much are you going to pay? Or is there a threat to Mike's family about to come?
Tell the police that the gun was yours. You're an ex-cop.
Uh-oh.
You take home $5,000.
That's it. I'm waiting for him to say, what about your, whatever, daughter-in-law?
Think about it.
I mean, this whole thing was a threat anyways.
Yeah, I mean, he found him, and he knows that he's an ex-cop.
I know who you are, I know your past, and I know where you go. Oh, stops right there.
Resident of a Sandpiper Crossing facility, you may be eligible to receive compensation.
What?
The law offices of Davis and Maine are working to help those who have been overcharged by their retirement communities.
They ran commercials, but with the old strategy.
Yeah.
Didn't even talk to Jimmy about it.
Yeah.
There's no way you're sleeping now. That was the worst thing you could see at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Also, why are they running an ad at 1 o'clock in the morning?
Because they're idiots. It's not dressed for work, it didn't seem like.
At the nail salon?
Yeah. You still have access?
Trying to get some sleep?
Go back to his old roots. At least here he was in control. I feel like, I mean, I love this show, but it makes me so tired. Everyone is just so exhausted that I'm like, fuck, I want to go to bed.
Drains you.
It drains me. Just seeing like Kim work like late nights in the dark, I'm like, ugh, I want to go to sleep. What?
6 voicemails.
Oh, probably all Jimmy.
Someday you'll see me. Come to me, come to me. There you go. That completes our week-long tour of South Pacific.
Fucking car. No. Oh, it's spill proof.
That seatbelt has been the final straw for me on a number of mornings.
If you're having a bad day, I could send it over the edge. Oh, back into an office.
You think she'll call Jimmy back?
Maybe now.
You haven't unpacked yet? Kevin and Paige are here.
Absolutely.
Haven't unpacked yet. The day just started. I feel like he's not happy that he was potentially forced to take Kim out of the doghouse.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what Chuck may have said to you, but just so you know, I did not ask him to step in on my behalf.
Okay.
Just do the work and go your separate ways.
I feel like she should search for a different employment. Oh, look at the smile come on his face as he turns the corner. That was a great little bit of acting. Who are you, strange fellow?
I think he's here for his answer.
Can I help you?
He needs an answer.
Respectfully, I'm gonna have to say no.
You sure about that?
I am.
Oh, no.
I just meant right now.
Oh, yeah, for right now, yeah. I wonder if that's what pulls him more into Gus. Is it more of a protection type of thing? Gus can keep the Salamancas off him. Carbon paper.
Or he'll know if someone's there.
Yeah. Get their, like, shoe size and everything.
All right.
Our client's medical records have no bearing on the merits of this case. This is a transparent attempt at intimidation.
That is not
The defense wants to claim that their residents are competent enough to be held to their contracts, but too incompetent to sue.
Nice.
I am simply trying to defend our clients from bullying by the defense. I ask that you deny the defense's motion, Your Honor.
I'm leaning toward granting the motion.
Oh.
I'll have my decision for you shortly.
I thought she did great.
Yeah, it could have been a known losing battle.
I'm gonna meet you back at the office.
Yeah, I feel like she piqued his interest, though.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say good work in there.
Thanks, but I'm pretty sure I lost.
Oh, of course you did.
Yeah.
You went down swinging, and I admire that. What are you doing for lunch?
Probably just grabbing something from the vending machines.
We can do better than that.
A little poaching, maybe?
Yeah.
So, you've been with HHM, what, 10 years? Sounds like you certainly paid your dues.
HHM put me through law school while I worked.
And I imagine you're paying it off as part of your deal?
Yeah, happily.
Yeah, I was a year out of law school at this firm in Boston. This huge employment discrimination suit. I go in bright and early, prepping my table, and in walks the opposing counsel. These guys have been litigating longer than I've been alive.
Uh-oh.
I'm good. I got my boss coming. It'll be fine. And I'm waiting. And I'm waiting. No one from my firm is coming. It's just me. And I lose, of course. My boss never intended to show. Patted me on the back, said it was my trial by fire, and I left with them. But, you know, it never really sat well with me.
I'm sure.
My boss had a tea time that he didn't want to miss.
Oh.
I wasn't there long.
That's the key to the story. I wasn't there long.
You know, I've had my eye on you for a while. Why someone who can put together a deal like that is arguing a losing position with no backup.
He doesn't even know that she was in the doghouse right before that.
Schweikert and Coakley would be more than happy to put your talents to good use. Think what you can do with our resources and the freedom to really spread your wings.
Sounds nice.
I owe a lot to HHM.
The tuition debt, we can take care of that.
Just like that.
Give it some time to think about it. And you give me a call and we'll set up a meeting with the rest of the senior partners. And to be clear, I'm talking partner track.
Wow.
Oh, and she asked Chuck about the partner track and he didn't really give her a straight answer.
Yeah, do I have a future here? Oh. That's either 2 or 3 people?
So they're inside, right?
Yeah.
So stressed.
I know, right? Where are they? Is that a remote?
The TV remote, yeah.
Oh!
Is it just 2?
Oh, he got back up?
What's the message? Take the 5,000. We were just supposed to scare you, that's all.
Get out.
Get out. Wow.
Pretty incompetent guys they sent.
Yeah.
Needs to talk to Nacho, though.
If he's being followed, though, maybe Nacho is also. Or it's going to be real hard to have a conversation with Nacho, just even to get a hold of him. Nerves kicked in after.
Yeah, the adrenaline's gone.
Figured I could petty cash a lunch order for you.
That was nice of her.
Yeah.
Oh.
When are we going home?
You don't like it here?
It's okay.
Okay. Oh. Is this the
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no way.
Oh, shit.
And we know that they're still around in Breaking Bad, so it's like Mike obviously doesn't handle them by killing them.
Yeah.
Oh. It was only a matter of time before they threatened his family.
Yep, she just went to lunch.
This is the same place that she had the job interview, right? And now she's having the Moscow Mule.
Oh, yeah.
Not really a job interview, just
the offer. Ooh.
Not gonna do it. It's so hard to know if that was like a real genuine type of offer, or is he just
The
trying
gentleman
to...
would like me to let you know that your next drink is on him. Just let me know when you're ready.
You were just with some other girl outside.
Wasn't sure that was gonna work. I'm Dale, by the way.
Giselle.
Oh, Giselle, huh? Her alter ego.
Okay, item number 44. What do we have?
Residency contract for Abigail Hildreth.
And do we have the corresponding deposition for Mrs. Hildreth?
Yes. Have you ever heard the expression, a watched pot never boils?
Here it is.
Thank you. I've got her down as item 12.
Thank you. Okay, item number 45.
God, this girl is so annoying.
Yeah, I would quit.
Kim?
How fast can you get downtown? I'm at the bar at Fork, and I've got a live one on the hook.
Oh, wow.
I'm on my way.
What play are they going
Yeah,
for?
right? But it's just interesting that Kim initiated it.
I made a new friend, Dale, my brother Victor.
Hey, how you doing?
Remember these faces. They are
Giselle.
going to be on the cover of Fortune magazine,
Giselle,
January
please.
issue. No, Dale's a good guy. He's not going to do anything.
So Giselle was telling me you two are starting a business. Some way for people to hook up with each other using the internet?
We're full up on this thing.
Okay.
We cannot take anyone else on.
It's okay. Yeah.
Okay. They're just trying to get some money?
I don't think they're trying to. I think it's just all...
Just playing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't think they're actually going to...
That's the scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Nacho's van, right? And then Mike.
This is risky.
Yeah.
Spread your arms.
Oh, I guess he's not here to meet Nacho then. Yeah.
Lleva algún micrófono escondido.
Oh, Nacho's got to be afraid too. Oh, those boots. Like, this has to go well for Mike, but it also has to go well for Nacho.
I mean, at the point of threatening his family, fuck Nacho, but I don't feel like Mike is going to take well to that. Like, he's not just going to give in. So, I don't know.
Let's discuss my payment. The price is 50.
Oh.
Consider your position carefully.
I got my money, or neither of us walk out of here.
I mean, Mike
You're
means
willing
business.
to die for this.
Maybe I need the 50,000 more than you do.
You're dealing with a desperate man.
50,000. And the gun is yours.
Ooh. So he made, what, 25,000 getting beat up by Tuco, and now 50,000 for
Lying about the gun.
lying about the gun, but now he's just has to constantly worry about the brothers.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised there wasn't any type of, like, further conversation about that.
He sent you?
I volunteered. Only safe way for us to talk.
Yeah, how are they going to patch this over? Because now they only have Tuco off the street for a couple of years maybe instead of 10.
We really pushed it in there. That thing we did, he finds out we're both dead.
What thing we did?
Good answer.
Was he paying him back?
25,000. We made a deal. I didn't hold up my end.
Wow. 10 grand. They did get a check.
You
Are they
cash that?
It's better as a souvenir.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, that doesn't exist.
Souvenir. Is that going to start adding up?
I had a job offer. Schweikart and Coakley.
So what's the problem?
I keep thinking of you floating in that pool. You took the Davis and Maine job because of me.
I took that job because it was the right decision.
You're
and you
miserable.
with the Schweikart thing, you could have everything you ever wanted.
What's not to love?
I feel like they became so similar in that moment, both having these perfect opportunities in front of them, and it's just not right.
The symbolism of this
Yeah.
cup holder. Is he gonna tear it out?
Nice. Hopefully, just tear that shit out so you can fit your cup. Perfect. All right. That was episode 5 and 6 of Better Call Saul. What'd you think?
I feel like a lot happened in these 2 episodes.
Yeah, that was some major developments in those 2 episodes. We just quickly skimmed through to try to remember, and I'm sure I'm gonna forget half of the stuff I just looked at, but it was so much. It was like you would scroll and be like, oh yeah, that was a big moment. Oh, that's a big conversation. Oh yeah, that's a big moment. Like, these 2 episodes were huge.
Yeah, so I guess we'll start at the beginning. So we have Rebecca.
Yeah.
So newly introduced Rebecca, Chuck's wife.
Chuck's wife.
Yeah, she's meeting Jimmy for the first time, and she's a fan. She likes Jimmy.
Yeah, Chuck had the code to pull on the ear if Jimmy was going to get too much. Never happened. Chuck was pulling his ear all night long. Nope.
Yeah, and Rebecca thought he was hilarious. Then Chuck tries to kind of slide in with his own jokes, and Rebecca's like, oh, this is what we're doing?
Yeah. So it's just like, that's a situation where I don't even think Jimmy had, it was like a week of the mailroom, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, he just started there.
So it's like, that's before he went to law school. That's before he became a lawyer. That's before a lot. And Chuck hates his brother still. Like, he can't stand, I mean, he was pulling on his ear 5 minutes into dinner. Like,
yes. So I feel like that ties into later in the episode, which is the conversation that Chuck and Kim have.
Yeah, that's another huge development for multiple reasons, but to tie in with Chuck hating Jimmy, the story that, at least from Chuck's perspective, that Jimmy was siphoning off 14 grand from their dad's little shop, had to sell the shop, and then the dad died shortly after, explains a lot about why Chuck feels the way that he does about Jimmy and just honestly feels like he hates his brother. There could be more reasons, but even if it was just that, that's a pretty substantial reason.
It's taken a little bit. I think in the beginning, it wasn't even fully transparent, I guess, that how Chuck felt about Jimmy. It's very clear now. And now we're getting like the breadcrumbs of what leads to him hating Jimmy.
Yeah. I mean, Chuck could say, oh, I love my brother all he wants, but he hates his brother. But I say from Chuck's perspective, because I'm really curious, is there more to that story? Is there a Jimmy perspective where maybe he wasn't siphoning off the money, or maybe the business was really failing or something and the dad was not keeping accurate books or something? Like,
yeah.
Is there going to be a moment where this blows up and Chuck calls him out on this? Because it doesn't seem like it's ever surfaced so far.
No, between the two of them, no.
No, so I wonder if there's going to be some big moment where Jimmy was like, I never did that.
Yeah, it's very interesting because we have every reason to believe that Jimmy did do that. But the way that Jimmy loves Chuck and just being family, it also makes me feel like Jimmy wouldn't do that to his own dad.
That's why I really feel like there's going to be some big moment where, like, there's no way Jimmy would steal that money from his own dad for the exact reason that you're saying.
Right. Or, I mean, would he steal a little bit here and there, but not enough that it's going to shut down his dad's shop?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean,
I also wouldn't be shocked if that just happened to be completely true.
Yeah, that's the thing is there's no black and white with Jimmy, so it's hard to tell where is that line with him and like how early did this start. We've seen Slip and Jimmy, but how far is this, like, is he gonna go with this? Is there a line of family? Like, would he not do this to family? I'm sure that's going to come up again.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the beginning and end of episode 5 was huge. Well, that wasn't even really the full end of episode 5, but just those two conversations. The other aspect with the Chuck and Kim conversation is, I feel like we're on a roller coaster with Howard and Chuck of like liking them, hating them, liking them, hating them.
Yeah, I think we for sure thought that Chuck was solely to blame for the reason that Kim ended up in the document review.
Right.
It very much seems like this time it was on Howard, and Howard was very upset with Kim and how this commercial played out and what Kim knew and what she shared and whatever it was, and Howard was not willing to drop it. And I think when it came to his reputation and what he put on the line to get Jimmy that job because of Kim, there was so much like that went into that, but I was shocked that Howard was holding such a grudge against Kim because I very much thought it was Chuck.
Yeah, I mean, there was just so much telling us that Chuck was behind all of this because of obviously what happened to Jimmy, but even like Howard's reluctance to a certain degree. Like, I remember that one time where he was kind of yelling at Kim and he couldn't even keep that up for more than a few minutes before he was like, all right, fuck Kim, I gotta tell you the truth. Like, I have nothing really against Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's all Chuck. So from that point forward, you're like, oh, maybe Howard's not that bad of a guy and it really is Chuck. And then you get to that conversation and Chuck was like, you're still in doc review? Like, okay, let me talk to Howard. So we could be getting played by Chuck, but it felt genuine in that moment. Even, well, because Chuck also talked to Howard.
Yeah, no, I think that was genuine.
Yeah, because Howard, that's right, Howard came over to celebrate Kim's business, which was massive, even though he was still shitting all over Kim, but he's going to go have a toast with Chuck. And then Chuck was like, oh, I'm sure Kim's back in her office. And Howard was like, nah. So, yeah, just a shift back and forth, back and forth. I guess Howard is a shitty dude. Just maybe not to Jimmy, but he sure is shitty to Kim, especially for a situation where Kim had no control or awareness of the situation to even warn Howard in the first place.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I thought was weird. Like, I understand the wanting to protect himself because he put himself kind of out there and on the line for Jimmy because of Kim. But once he found out that Kim didn't know anything about the commercial, that seemed like a weird...
That should be the, all right, you're off the hook type of situation.
Yeah, so it seemed weird that he kept on with it.
Yeah. So I think these 2 episodes did something really fantastic in making me feel that Kim and Jimmy are very, very similar.
Yes, in their situations.
Kim is a little bit more of a bright light, I guess.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like in their situations, I'm going to stick with that because not their personalities.
Slowly, maybe. So I guess my similarities. Giselle, right. So my similarities are Chuck is kind of, in my opinion, a big factor in holding Jimmy down. Mm-hmm. And Howard is a big factor in holding Kim down. They both, especially in episode 6, which we'll talk about, they both now had offers for better opportunities and better jobs.
Yeah.
And are kind of hesitant to take it or reluctant or whatever you want to say. It's just something doesn't feel right. Mm-hmm. And they both fantasize about this different life away from law, which Jimmy was way in there. But this was like the beginning of Kim. That was like her first time to be like, ooh, I got hook, line, and sinker, or whatever she said. Someone on the hook.
Yeah.
They're getting a lot closer, and that's probably not a good thing because Kim used to be this presence that would pull Jimmy into a good direction.
Yeah.
And if she's kind of having a little fun in the dark side, like, it's going to be interesting to see their dynamic.
Yeah.
But 2 or 3 episodes ago, I would not have said Kim and Jimmy are similar.
Yeah.
Now they're getting more similar, and their would you say situation or?
I said their situations are similar. Yeah.
I wouldn't have said that a couple of episodes ago, but now I am.
Yeah. Yeah. So very interesting dynamic. Obviously, I guess shifting to Kim, got a job offer. I feel like she wants to take it. I don't know if she's going to. I think when it comes to careers, like it's so scary to make a jump to a new job, especially I think in this situation. I think working in any type of industry that's kind of like I don't want to call it a small industry, but it is a small industry because with the law firms in this area, I'm sure everybody knows everybody and everybody's constantly...
Well, yeah, all the heavy hitters know the heavy hitters.
Exactly. So to move from one company to another is huge, and to kind of be poached from one company to another, like no matter what, like you're always going to have that kind of looming over you that it's like, oh yeah, well, you know, she jumped ship to a company that we were literally
in war with.
Yeah. Like we were in an active lawsuit with them. They were in court against each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's always going to be a little bit of that stigma. So that's a huge deal for her to try to make that decision to make that jump.
Yeah. But they're both not happy, Kim and Jimmy. So it's interesting to see who's going to break first. Can Kim stay at HHM? I feel like she will because I feel like she's loyal.
I think she will as well.
If her relationship with Jimmy shows anything, she's pretty loyal to Jimmy. So I think she's going to be too loyal to HHM, even though she gets treated like absolute shit there. And now Jimmy, how long can Jimmy last with this fucking... God, she's annoying. Perfect casting.
Perfect casting. And it's so funny. I've definitely seen this girl before.
She must have played some annoying character. She's got to play.
She did. And I don't know what she was in. I'm going to have to look it up. I don't even remember if it was a movie or a TV show.
I bet you it was like she was an annoying patient in like Grey's Anatomy.
It could be Grey's Anatomy. I feel like everyone and their mom, if you're an actor, you've been on Grey's Anatomy. So it could be that. I don't know. But she is the worst in this show. I I don't even care what Jimmy did. Sicking her on him is that's like one of the circles of hell.
Yeah, no, I would have been gone. Like 1 hour with her. I'm like, I quit.
No, I don't have the patience for that.
It's just so blatant too. Like, it's not like, you have to mentor this girl, so she's going to be.
No,
like,
and they know what they knew what they were doing, and I think the point is that she is so overbearing and annoying. Like, they're making a very solid point by doing that, but it doesn't make it any less annoying.
Yeah. Here, Jimmy, you ran a very successful ad campaign. Here's your punishment. This fucking lady.
Yeah, I mean, you went against
let's
procedure.
not focus on that part.
I understand why he's being punished. I'm just saying, does the punishment fit the crime?
No, this is way too much punishment.
Yeah, this is wild to me. This girl is so annoying. So I don't know how much longer Jimmy's gonna put up with that. I don't know how much longer the firm is gonna keep that girl on him. I feel like there's no end in sight.
You know, now that I'm realizing it, Jimmy was allowing this and kind of playing game and stuff because of Kim. Kim was like, I bet you can't even last like a day or something like that. Like, obviously, everything good that Jimmy does, it's pretty much because of Kim.
Yeah.
So now that Kim played on the dark side a little bit with this game, they had another great night together. They're a lot closer and stuff. I think like the next episode, he's gonna just be like, get the fuck out of my office or I quit. Because he doesn't need to put up with this anymore. He was only putting up with this to prove a point that he could do the right thing and get through it successfully for Kim.
Yeah.
If Kim doesn't give a shit, then he won't.
That is very true. Also, it feels like a little bit of a torturous thing, but also, are they like prepping to just let Jimmy go by like getting all his ducks in a row? Like, she's going through paperwork, making sure. Obviously, I feel like they have people that could do that. So it feels more punishment than actually getting anything out of it.
Yeah.
But are they prepping for his departure by making sure that they have everything that they need for this lawsuit?
Yeah, I don't know. It could be. I think it might just be torture, but I don't think Jimmy can put up with it, especially if he gets the approval by Kim to not put up with it.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't say like actual explicit approval.
No, it's reading between the lines for Jimmy.
Yeah.
And he
does that.
He's gonna take what he wants out of it.
Exactly, yeah. I feel like that's probably it with Chuck and Jimmy and Kim and Howard.
Yeah, we talked for a little while about that.
Then these 2 episodes, massive on the Mike front.
Yes. Wow. Okay, so we have the return of a number of characters.
Yes, all 3. I don't know the names. Wheelchair guy, twins.
Yes.
I think they're twins. They gotta be
brothers.
Wheelchair guy,
please hold.
Brothers.
Please hold. Okay, we're back. So Hector is
wheelchair guy,
the old man in the wheelchair, and then we have the cousins is what they were listed as. So they're 2 ghost cousins.
2 ghost cousins, but they're twin brothers.
Yeah, so they're the twin Salamanca
hitman
brothers. Let us know if we should call them something else. We looked up their names are like Lionel and.
No, I mean, I honestly feel like you never even.
But that's what I'm saying.
Name.
Like, I don't think that's like I don't remember that being like a known thing. So we'll just say the Salamanca twins.
Yeah.
Okay, we've cleared that up. Anyways, so that reveal return was bonkers.
Yeah, terrifying when they're pointing a fake gun at Kaylee, right?
Yes. Yeah, and for it to like, they're aiming at Mike and then they like very clearly move it over to Kaylee. Mike has like clearly moved them into this motel for their protection and found immediately.
Yeah, and it shows the strength, I guess, or the fear factor of like the Mexican cartel.
Mm-hmm.
That like Mike's a pretty smart, careful, strategic guy.
Mm-hmm.
Did not take long whatsoever for Hector to show up to that diner and essentially give him a threat. You're going to do this or I'll see you again, essentially. And then from that point forward, the break-in into the house.
Yeah.
Which Mike handled expertly.
Well, those guys were
terrible.
Yeah.
But I mean, the average person would have gotten terrified.
Oh no,
them.
for sure. They didn't realize who they were dealing with, clearly.
Right. But they just kept leveling up because the next appearance, like you said, was the twins at the swimming pool. And it's crazy that we obviously have seen Breaking Bad, so we know the twins are alive.
Yeah.
We know Hector is alive, just in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And we know Kaylee's alive, Mike's alive. Like, we know everyone's alive. That did not change the tension or the stress from the appearance of the twins or the sit-down meeting with Hector.
Yeah.
Like, it is still so stressful, even though you know everyone's totally fine after this.
Yes, yeah. I feel like that's the brilliance of the writing on this show, is that it can elicit this much tension and stress, even though we know the bigger picture outcome of the show.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that was the best way to approach it. I mean, to go in there with the big balls and the gun and to be like, all right, it's either $50,000 and I do this, or we're both dying. And it was very clear the desperation of Mike, and even just that line of like, I need the $50,000 more than you do, something like that. But it was just like such a power move because he didn't feel like there's any other card you can play. You can't really single-handedly take on the Mexican cartel unless you're like Rambo. So very limited options, and you're like, how the hell is he going to get out of this? He got out of it.
Yes, yeah, very interesting that he went for it. And then we also have the conversation between Nacho and Mike once they have the opportunity to, and not surprised at all that Mike gave him back his $25,000.
Yeah, which technically Mike did pocket $75,000 and gave back $25,000. So Mike still made $50,000.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, family's in danger. He got the shit kicked out
I'm like,
of him.
he did a lot.
But yeah, at first I was like, oh, he gave him back $25,000, so he only has $25,000. But no, he still has the original $25,000. So he made more money than I thought in my head. That's where I'm going with that.
Yeah, I don't think that was enough though.
No.
For the beating that he took, number one.
For the beating and the spotlight for the cartel to be on him.
Yes, yeah. We obviously know it's not the end of this, so I'm curious. We could speculate how I think this is going to play out. I really don't know, but I'm very curious to see kind of how, like, do they keep coming to him? Is it Nacho that keeps involving Mike? Is it Hector because he knows
the balls of Mike?
Yeah. Like, I feel like Mike keeps impressing people into jobs.
Yeah, no, that's why I think it was such a great plan to come in there and to threaten Hector and to request $50,000.
Yeah.
It does kind of leave that, oh shit, kind of impression. Like, I'm sure Hector was not scared at all, but it obviously caught his attention. So I would not be shocked if it was Hector who was like, let's get this Mike guy to do some stuff. Or they could maybe just be removed from the picture now. We just know Tuco's coming out way earlier, and but maybe Nacho will be in charge in the meantime or something.
Yeah, and Nacho got to keep his cover of not being involved in the Tuco thing.
So far. So
I don't know. I'm curious to see how that plays out, but I think that was like a crazy reveal of the twins and this like conversation between Hector and Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was just so brilliantly done. So tense, so much fear. Maybe it's going to work out. I don't know. That's the whole point of the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, these possibly are my two favorite episodes so far. I still think the episode
whole show?
Of the whole
or
show.
Season?
Of the whole show, I think these are probably my two favorites. Not number one is the Mike episode. I think it was like episode 4.
I think it was 6.
6. The Mike episode.
Yeah.
From season 1. That's still my favorite.
Okay.
But these two, I guess, would come in second, third.
Very strong episodes, for sure. I mean, this show is so good. I can't pick. Well, the Mike episode's my favorite.
Right.
But
And we're only halfway through season 6. A little bit What the fuck am I saying?
I don't know.
We're only halfway. We're not season 6, episode 6. So we're more than halfway through season 2.
Yes.
Because we just finished episode 6. So I'm very excited to see the rest of season 2.
Yeah. Sorry, we're so exhausted.
It's really late. Yeah.
I feel like this got a little crazy at the end.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Almost all of our Breaking Bad reactions are taking place late at night after our child is already asleep.
We're watching Better Call Saul.
What am I saying?
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, so most of our Better Call Saul watching comes at a very late hour. But I feel like we're doing okay. The outro is a nightmare.
Yeah, no, I feel like it was good.
Yeah. Okay, if you'd like to see our full-length reaction to this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, peace, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.